Hi, everybody, and welcome to Australia. Going into winter, can't say that thrills me with delight at all. Now, to regular viewers, I'm sorry I'm a day late with this video. I think you have to put it down to the F word, family. Okay. I'll leave it there. But you know the old saying, you can pick your friends, but not your relations. Yeah. But look, most of them I adore. But we're going to leap in here because I woke up this morning, 1st of June, and Jack Smith allegedly has the tapes of the Yeti, putting himself fully in the middle of a full-blown espionage case. Now, you've got to love that. It's gone from obstruction, naughtiness, to full-blown espionage. Yeah. So, let's have a look. And I don't know if you caught up with the details. You know, there was some woman who accused Joe Biden of sexual assault in the 90s. She came forward in 2020. We all went, really? Now she's turned up in Moscow and she's best buds with Maria Butina. Remember, she was the honeypot spy who was sent to infiltrate the NRA. Entertainment purposes only, but we all know how it went down. So that's where she's ended up. Now we're going to just leap into June and hope it's got juicy things going on. I'll do the weeks separately. We'll start with week 1. And I'm just, oh, what fell out? Oh, the lover's card. We'll leave it there. Yeah. Now, the first week of June, here we go. Oh, this makes me optimistic. There's going to be some legal stuff happening. Week 1. So we have the lover's card, which is not just romantic. It seldom is, really, particularly in these political readings. This is more about coming together to make an agreement, sign something, sign off on something, a merger of some sort, or could be agreeing to testify. Okay. This is a turning point. Week 1 itself. Now, if you notice, the figure here is blindfolded, has to make a big decision. Now, let's hope it's a Jack Smith or Fani Willis decision and it's not left to Merrick Garland, because we could all be here aging in our places of residence waiting for Garland to make a stand. Love to be wrong. But the decision has to be taken. Spy in the camp. Weird. I was just talking about Maria Butina. So I think these are all connected, obviously, with now the pressure's building as it gets closer and closer to the Yeti himself. More and more people are going to want to make deals. This is someone who's still got their sword raised. So they might be prepared to turn, or they might hold out a little bit longer. But the very next card is Justice. Love that. You've got to love Lady Justice. Now here comes the Yeti. Dun, 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 the Emperor. So week 1 is not going to be fatal, unfortunately. But in a legal sense, it's a turning point. But somehow he emerges at the end of week 1 and he'll have his ridiculous defense. You know, they were mine. I only had to breathe on them and they were declassified, or whatever rubbish he comes up with. He'll be sprouting this at the end of week 1. So let's see what's going to happen week 2. Please. Now, don't forget our competition. Whenever the first big indictment comes down, Georgia or Jack Smith, go to my community tab and tell me where you were, and I'm going to give away a set of the One World Tarot. Okay. So you can all be in it to win it. Now, so week 1 is a bit mixed. Heavy legal stuff, but he'll probably end up doing a stupid rally or something. Okay, now, week 2. Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Thank the gods and the goddesses. I'm loving week 2. I'm seriously loving week 2. It starts off not being altogether clear where things are going. And then all of a sudden, look, this even looks like Jack Smith. But we mustn't be too literal. Could be our Farney. Okay, riding to victory here and coming with a boatload of stuff. Boom, 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 motoring forward with the chariot. Things are going to speed up in week 2. To be finished off with the Sun exposing his endless illegalities. Now, it's not Trump's fault he's not in jail. He keeps on committing the crimes every day of the week. It's whether the legal system can deal with him. So it's, what is 2.5 years since January 6th? Oh, please, you wouldn't want to be in a hurry. Oh my God. Week 3, focus, Lena. Okay, week 3. So emotions are going to be running high in week 3, more so than the first 2 weeks. Suddenly the emotional factors are going to come into play. Could be too much emotion. This is a very wet card, like lots of that stuff. Then there's a couple of cards specifically with women, I think, and this could be, I think it's Arizona and Wisconsin have come out in big numbers. In Wisconsin, a few years ago when they went to vote for someone new on the judiciary, 800,000 people voted because it's just, one of those elections. This time, 1.8 million turned out, and it was in response to Roe versus Wade. So I think this is a bit of a victory here for women in week 3. But to not get too excited, because I think something could be taken away in another state. This is theft. This is out in the cold. There's the middle of the week where things seem to be getting better, bit of a setback. Don't become disheartened because these things are not in a straight line. Okay, so here with these cards, there's, be aware of this. Note it down so you don't get deflated or anything. It's really important to keep your energy up, keep your focus really tight, and be there. So week 4, what have we got? Oh, so just thinking of week 3, this could be also the impact, the theft of money, because the debt ceiling thing is sorted but not sorted. It could actually be, now I'm thinking about it, here's another interpretation. I'm sure you'll prefer this one. This could be McCarthy out in the cold. Just came to me. Okay, let's have a look at week 4. June, week 4. Not a good week for the GOP. In fact, it could be one of the worst weeks they've had in a long time as a collective, even though they're split. Right. You all know the drill by now. This is my card for fake happy families, right? This is the GOP. This is us, mum and dad, and we don't have any children who are in any way deviant from the Christian white norm. We've got perfect families. Yeah, right. Okay. Why are they always the ones being caught out in the motel rooms with the underage girls and boys, etc.? You know, like it's rainbow over the hypocrisy. Okay. Legal stuff comes in that has been kept secret. In other words, I'm getting a bit of a Fani vibe here. Please, we've been hanging on for so long. Bit of Fani Willis in Georgia here. Things she's had to work in secret a lot with this hermit card. But she sort of emerges in week 4. Right. Now, when the GOP do an evaluation of what's in them, because her report is going to be massively important, they've already tried to repress the report and it hasn't even come out yet, you know, like, but they're going to lose that. An evaluation will be made and it will go forward. And if you look at these cards as bookends, this is the GOP at the end of June. This is how they started and this is how they ended. So I think after this long, dreary waiting for some justice, I think things are starting to finally percolate through the system. So maybe by the end of June, I doubt Trump will have any lawyers left. He's already down to the 87th tier of lawyers, we know, you know, who get their law degrees in a Cheeto packet. I think even those will be going. Wouldn't it be hilarious if he ended up on legal aid? You never know. Anything could happen in this situation. So, guys, I just want to say big thank you to all of you. Keep those comments rolling in. They make my day. They make my week. Do that. And I really try and get to as many of them as I humanly can. Okay. All right. So I'll see you on the other side of next week. Okay. I'll be here. Hope you are. So you take care. And yes, in answer to your questions, I am missing Buenos Aires very much. Okay, bye.